Okay, welcome all. Let's start today's exploration, and we are continuing the prosperity checklist. First three
Uh,
we have covered yesterday. Yes,
Bikash bhai, just a quick question. One of my friends wanted to join. Can he join the thing, book reading?
sure, sir. Certainly. Please pass. You have the URL and
I
also
have the
the
password
game
in it,
password.
yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, his name is Ramesh Meda. He was a
Okay.
VP for technology before in MicroUnit.
Okay.
Just talking to him now. I'll pass it on.
Sure, sir. We'll
Okay.
pass it on, and also our group link, if you have, then send him so
Hmm.
that future sessions we can see the notification and come directly on.
You mean the Abundance group link? Abundance book reading. Okay.
Reflective book reading.
Reflective book reading, sorry. Okay.
He's also Ramesh.
His name is also, yeah, his name is Ramesh Meda.
Okay. So it is double
He's from,
Ramesh, double bonus.
he used
Good,
to live
good.
in the US before, then now he has an NGO and a couple of
Yeah.
software companies, and
Please ask to
I'll
join.
do
Yeah.
that.
No
Yeah,
problem.
yeah,
Awesome. Awesome.
yeah.
Okay, great. So one of you can start reading the fourth principle, fourth checklist.
Have I devoted the necessary time to meditating within, on the spirit within, as the source of my prosperity?
Yeah, very, very important point indeed.
Yeah.
Because there are many ways of meditation, and many of us actually do not meditate at all. Or if we are meditating, then we are meditating in different forms. If we're
Yeah.
if we're in for the abundance, then the process that the author is suggesting is to meditate in a very specific way. That is to the ultimate source of the prosperity. We need to connect to the source of my prosperity, and that is the super soul or the supreme soul or the spirit. So how we can connect? Very nicely, usually Raj Yoga says that spirit only can connect with the spirit. If I'm in
Yeah.
the body consciousness, then I cannot connect to super soul. I have to come to the soul consciousness to connect to super soul. And the question that we need to ask is, have I devoted the necessary time? Now, then, what is the necessary time? That varies from individual to individual, and what is the aspiration each one has. It is proportionate actually. We are more um, aspiring to gallop faster, then we have to dedicate more time to meditate on the spirit within as a source of my prosperity. So, can we fix a dedicated time and a dedicated slot to meditate, especially for this kind of meditation? If we can do this, then only as per my experience, if we think, if we wish, then it will not work. If we just have a mere wish, so there is a difference between I'm interested to do and I'm committed to do. Anyone wants to share what is the difference between these two? Very, very important distinction is there.
When you want it, the achievement is just an option. It's good to have, but when you need to have it, like there is a need, so then you don't have an option of losing. You have to reach the goal.
Yes. So, in short, if I have all the conducive circumstances and I am doing it, otherwise I'm not doing it, then I'm only interested. If I am doing it anyway, in any way, whether the situation and the circumstances are conducive or not, doesn't matter. I am doing it anyway. I have to do it. Means I have to do it at this particular time of the day, at this particular place of my house or wherever it is. That is the commitment. That commitment is required for achieving any kind of success, believe it or not. Otherwise, this growth is very, very, very slow. So, and that is actually, I'm seeing these days it is becoming very easier to achieve with the peak productive Pomodoro session that we are doing this these days. So Ramesh is here, who is also joining, who used to face some difficulty in getting up early, right, Ramesh ji? And now you are able
Yes,
to
yes.
very easy.
Well, actually, I'm still experiencing difficulty, but it's becoming easier because main thing is I have to sleep earlier. I want to
Hmm.
wake up absolutely fresh, like I did as a child,
Yes.
with a good night's rest. That part is not yet fully happening, but it's getting better.
Slowly it will happen, but you are able to get up. So when you are
Yeah,
able to get up, and that means you are committed, right?
definitely, definitely.
Yes.
I know
All
something very good will happen because of this. That is why I'm so committed.
yes. Because when we are committed and we are telling to our mind that there is no option. Anyway,
Yes,
we have to start at this particular time, and you are joining. And it's a group
yes,
energy. And because of the group accountability, we are joining and we are doing our duty, where whatever we have planned to do. And
mm,
automatically, you will feel sleepy early in the evening or night, because anyway,
yeah,
body needs the
rest.
rest, right? So
Yeah,
I am also facing the same. I am feeling sleepy earlier these days. Earlier,
yeah.
I used to get up early, but means not very consistently. The
Uh,
moment we have started this new initiative, it is like a miracle. Actually, it is working.
yeah,
So similarly, we have to find ways and means to be committed. So this is the time when I will be doing the meditation for sure. Necessary time. How much time I want to dedicate. No need to be over ambitious and have okay 1 hour from tomorrow I will do. No, that will not work. Take a small target, but fix a particular time. Maybe 5 o'clock, 5 a.m., 4 a.m., 3 a.m., 7 a.m., 6 a.m., whatever it is, doesn't matter. Based on your convenience at present, whatever time you think is possible, maybe 15 minutes earlier you start. And for 10 minutes or 15 minutes in the beginning, let's keep a strong commitment that we will definitely do it. We are actually doing it from 5:10 to 5:25, 15 minutes or 5:15 to 5:25. That much anyway we are doing. To this one, what do you say?
meditation.
Meditation. We are doing meditation and visualization, and after that, also many are continuing if they want to. They have
Yes.
the agenda in their thing. If someone has some different agenda, basically the goals are very different. Each individual will be having their own goal, and they are doing it.
I
So
found the effectiveness is higher than normal.
yes.
This morning, I was actually woke up quite tired because I slept very late last night,
Mm-hmm.
and after fasting and all that. When I did the meditation this morning after the regular meditation, and then I did some shavasana, I suddenly found a very high degree of rest. In a very short span, I started feeling fresh. And other days, I'm finding that when I'm working here, it's like, how you are back in school or college when everybody's studying at the same time. There's a different vibration where your
Yes.
focus and your intentionality becomes automatically much stronger
Right.
because you know that you're around these people, even if they're not in the same room. We're at the other end of our, mobiles in different places, but still it feels like we're all tied in together physically. Also, the group dynamics are so strong.
Yes, very much. So we are planning to start another slot in the afternoon. Just that my current project is getting over and my new project is starting from 7th of April. I need to see the dynamics of the new project and the timing I will be fixing very soon. But definitely we will be starting another slot in the afternoon. So that Milinji, whose timings
Yeah.
are very different, will not be able to join in the morning time. But
Morning one. Yeah. Yeah.
mm, so
Milinji is from the UK, for those who didn't know.
mm,
Yeah.
Okay,
even for Rakiji also from Singapore, he is also unable to
yeah,
join because of the timing.
Hong Kong. Yeah.
They're interested, but that's the thing. So we have to start another. We cannot actually ignore them. So very soon we are starting. And if Sumanjya Balaji, if you want to join, you can always ping me and we'll see like if you are interested to join.
जी
Oh,
विकास जी
sure. Then anyone, your friend has joined, Ramesh ji,
Oh, okay.
joining.
Oh, great. Hi, Ramesh.
Hello,
I just
Ramesh.
introduced the group.
So
Ramesh,
when
but,
I say Ramesh, it is like it will be little confusing.
maybe you should
How
say
should I
Meera
call?
ji as well.
You have any other short name or something?
I think Meera ji if you want.
Medaji, okay.
Yes.
So Medaji, if you can quickly introduce yourself, welcome to the group.
My apologies, I have sore throat today. I'll not be able to speak much.
Sure.
Basically, I'm a friend of Ramesh.
Yeah. Okay. No
Ramesh
problem.
Mehta is actually a
Welcome.
brilliant person. He was a VP for technology at Micro Unit long back, about 20 years back from when I met him. And he's well traveled around the world. And he's also very deeply interested in spirituality. He's very intuitive as well, surprisingly, shockingly intuitive, actually. He's also got an excellent business acumen, and he has also invited a lot of abundance into his life. And he has helped thousands of people, actually, from underprivileged backgrounds also.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So welcome, Medaji. It is our privilege to have you in our group and expecting you to have you in our daily book reading. It is not very long. We are just meeting every day, every weekdays, in fact, for 15 to 20 minutes. So you also can join, and it is a reflective book reading where we are not only reading but also reflecting, giving our own perspective, wherein actually we are trying to take the reading to the next level of implementation by reflecting deeper. That is the intention of this group. Rameshji will give you the group joining link, WhatsApp group joining link, so you
Yeah.
can join that group as well, so that you get the update, how to join, when to join, and frequency and everything, dynamics also. Okay.
And I think Ramesh Bikash is the one who started this group and even the abundance program. So he's the kingpin for all of it.
Oh,
He's
fantastic. Thank you so much.
yeah.
Love to be
He's
part of the
also from the
group
IT background.
and hopefully contribute as well sometime.
Thank
Most
you.
welcome.
Great. So on this particular point, I have given this my perspective. If anyone wants to add, please go ahead.
Because
Otherwise,
you ask the question commitment and interest.
yes, commitment. Right.
Yes.
So we have already discussed this. We have already set the commitment in a group, at least minimum 15 minutes. That is what actually we are targeting, 5:10 a.m. to 5:25 a.m. daily. And we are planning to increase it slowly. Currently 15 minutes. So whoever can join, welcome. And whoever cannot join, they can have their personal commitment for the timing, wherein actually you can commit here also, so that you will be more accountable to do. And once you do it, then update in the abundance group about it and celebrate. We all will be celebrating, and that's how actually we feel more motivated to remain consistent. So Milind, you want to commit some time for this point?
Sorry. On
You
this
want
one,
to-
on this point, yeah. Okay. Just quick addition on that one.
Hmm.
The keyword you already highlighted the keyword. The one word which is missing highlighted is devoted. So it is
Hmm.
actually a devotion. The author not said that you need to spend time on this thing. It is devotion, like we devoted to God. So meditation is that kind of, you are devoting time for yourself. Meditation is a big part of my life. As we know, there are different consciousness, like the rock, then trees and birds, and then human being only know that we exist, we think. Okay, animals, they just exist, we know that we think then, but we don't know who we are. And then next fourth level come, which is the soul consciousness. And as Bikaji rightly said, to get that, but to go into that particular soul consciousness, very simple method available to human being is meditation. Okay, and that is what we are practicing in our group, to do 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, whichever, but that is the best method I found. So without meditation, there is not a single day for me, because that is what, again, in the next line, it is connecting to the source. uh, that literally happens through this particular meditation. Just if you, in this, we are on the fourth line, but in the first line we mention about the financial problems. In my all the property purchase, I always seen that even if I had 20-25 lakhs in my hand, there is always difference of like 2 lakhs remaining, need to arrange and all that. And at that point, basically, this meditation really helps. So it is not kind of, this book is not kind of mumbo jumbo. No, in that meditation I got the answer. And that source always be with you, and it provides you that remaining 4 or 5 lakhs on top of it. But it makes you aware that he's always with you. And Ramesh, you also shared yesterday, when you are in that pain, in the painful moments, that is where the moments in your life with that light comes to you, and it shows his presence to you. And that is what I love this line, that spirit within, it is not outside, it is within you. And
Mm.
how to connect with that, that is a meditation. So very simple way.
Yeah.
So without meditation, no single day. And that is what we are doing as a group, and I love this group only because of these 2-3 reasons. It is a spiritual group, it is a meditating, and it is actually implementing the stuff. If we stop this thing, then I'm out. Everyone knows that, isn't it? Because
Yeah.
yeah, true.
Right. So let's go to the next one. Am I conscious of the inner presence as my abundance? Am I conscious?
I think that is something that we have to train. At least for me, I have to train myself into, because as a child, we have kind of put through a certain program of a way of thinking where abundance is. There's no connect between the inner presence. I mean, nobody even informs you of an inner world or an inner presence, and much less talks about connecting that spiritual inner world with materialistic outer abundance. If you are in that space, I mean, I was in my childhood, I grew up in a space where my the impression was it was very abundant. My grandparents were very wealthy. At least that's what I thought, because I was born and brought up in a bungalow, etc. But of course, they were impoverished at that time. The mindset wasn't really heavily abundance inviting. But whatever I saw was that it was there, but I did not really connect that with any inner presence. And I think that really starts happening when one goes through pain or difficulty, where one starts seeking answers and solutions, and one puts in the effort, and I put in the effort, and that is when it started becoming present to me. Even now, it is not there always, but yes, it is now. I'm more and more present to it. I'm experiencing some, signs of my awareness shifting in that area. If I discuss about how my house is being built, and I discussed yesterday that I was looking for somebody who can do fabrication, and then suddenly this morning I got a person who's given me an even better offer. And now Ramesh Mehta was mentioning that he knows somebody who can do an even better job than that. So these are examples for me of this new connection of the inner presence with abundance.
Amazing. Awesome. So the key point here to note is that how much I'm sure, or how far I'm sure that the abundance is already present within me. My inner presence, that is my source, or my soul consciousness, or the super soul consciousness, is the real abundance. The more I quest towards this inner presence and develop that particular consciousness, automatically I'm becoming abundant and more abundant. So that is something which I feel is more relevant for me, and I need to build that strength, build that what do you say, like kind of that belief that yes, I am already abundant, and I just need to invoke. I just need to sharpen it up, and that mindset need to develop even better to a better state. That is what that is what is my takeaway. Any other takeaway if anyone wants to say?
Yes, again, the mindfulness or awareness is stressed on that inner. We need to be aware of that inner presence and the source of prosperity that is discussed earlier as my true abundance.
Yes.
Yeah, it is a conscious connect. It is what she said. It's a awareness, inner presence, inner present. How you are mindful of the present moment. Like if I have abundance, but I'm not able to sleep at night, okay, so that is not at all abundance. If there is a huge wealth in me, around me, but I'm not happy inside, so yeah, there is a disconnect. Yeah, so conscious connection within your inner presence, and that comes with the meditation and mindfulness. Yeah, nice line, nice line. Thank you for sharing. Okay, good, good.
So if no further, then one of you can take up the next line, next point.
Okay. Do I have the understanding that my consciousness of the presence is my supply?
Do I have the understanding that my consciousness of the presence is my supply? Wow.
That means I have to be kind of conscious of that divine presence that is always
Yeah,
there in the background.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I can definitely say I have the understanding. I do experience it now and then, but I wish to experience it more continuously for longer periods, much longer.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'll make the affirmation that I am ongoingly experiencing more and more the awareness of that presence.
My consciousness of the presence is my supply. My consciousness of the presence means my soul consciousness or the spirit
Yeah.
within. That we have already discussed in the second point also.
Yeah.
The cause. So my consciousness of the spirit that is present in within me is my supply, which is little similar to I think second and
Yeah, we
also
discuss. Yeah, we discussed this. Yeah. Second line.
yeah,
Yeah.
spirit within. Spirit
Yes.
within as the source of my prosperity. So here actually the only addition is that the understanding or the realization, if it is very sharp and very strong, then it will persist for a longer time. If this understanding is very superficial, then maybe persisting in this state is very difficult.
Yeah.
The soul consciousness might not be easy to persist. We are habituated to act and behave like a body. We are a body, we are not the soul. And we will keep behaving the same manner because from many years actually we are doing in that way. So that understanding we have to develop and make it more and more strengthened. Then automatically remaining in that consciousness will become very easy, and we know that is the supply. So supply, when the supply is very like kind of abundant supply we are getting of anything, we are naturally becoming abundant.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Here BK helps very well. Like in my office, whenever you think, whenever I think like I am a doer, exactly that limits all my all my supply. Whenever I think I am a doer, but BK knowledge in that case helps that I am performing a role in my organization. So there is no doership. I'm just performing that role. So that definitely the team, it is a teamwork. The people will start helping you in that way. So supply automatically comes to you. But in that case, I need to be in consciousness that I'm not working egoistically, in ego manner. I'm just performing a role. So yeah, so that really helps.
Correct. So when we say that, we are not the only one doing it, we are
Yes.
just performing our role, then it
Exactly.
opens our mind to the fact
Yeah.
that we can enlist other help also. And
Yes,
then we are
yeah.
not egoistic enough to
Yeah.
think that we are the doer. So
Yeah.
we get cooperation from everyone.
Yes.
Exactly. Thanks. Yeah.
Very nicely put. Yeah. And this ego, as this line or word comes, I just remember a very nice line. Unless until we say go to ego, we won't be able to experience the abundance. That is also very true. Ego ko go कहना है. So we just need to say, go to the ego by all means. Ego means the false ego. Here actually the ego that we are talking about is the false ego that we are having. So what is false ego? False ego is like, ego is identity. Basically the identity is I am the soul. But when we are identifying ourselves as a body and we are identifying everything which is limited, because body is limited, then we are falsely identifying, and that false ego is the ego in current context. Okay, so how many we have covered? I think
Yeah.
one,
So
two.
Venn Dyer defines ego as edge God out. Edge God out.
Edge
Ah,
God out. Okay.
yes, yes. When ego comes, God is going out. So
Pushing God out.
yeah. So by all means, we should not actually have the ego. Otherwise, everything else will go,
Mm.
including God,
Yeah,
including
yeah.
abundance, including mindset. Everything will go.
You know,
Cool.
the funny thing I remember in design school in UK, and when I was studying for MA in automotive design, they would say that designers need some level of ego, because when you're presenting a design, you need to back it up. You need to really believe in what you're presenting. But I realized that I can understand where they're coming from. That you have to have confidence and truly believe that whatever you're presenting is good and is the best option that you can see. And if you find a better option, then you learn from it. But then, if you don't have that as a designer, you can be trampled upon, because many ideas that blossom within a designer um, come from a subtle realm, actually, very good ideas. And if a designer doesn't champion them, then others will try to compete and say, no, my design is better. But at the same time, it is, I've realized it is not this kind of, lower level ego where you're trying to secure your identity, my identity as Ramesh, but much rather to support uh, the the purity of the intention behind that design, which you truly believe in. So that is a different kind of that's not ego actually, and not this lower level ego.
Yes. That is low level of ego, or we can say that everyone has their own definition of ego.
Yeah.
As per spirituality, spiritual practice, what I understand is ego is the identity. If we are
Yeah.
identifying ourselves as the soul, and from that as the core, we are behaving
Yeah.
or interacting with everyone. I am a soul, I am interacting with a soul. So
Yeah. Then you
beyond
respect others also.
all the
Yeah.
diversity diminishes, all the diversity vanishes when I identify another person as a soul. There is no gender diversity, there is no kind of what do you say, like discrimination is completely out of the picture.
Yeah. No disrespect for others. Yeah.
No disrespect, because I see that you are also pure soul and you have all divine virtues originally. And whatever timely thing has been accumulated, if I don't see them, I ignore them fully, then I only interact with the divine virtues and I get the best possible impact. Because what we see and what we focus, that becomes more and more prosperous. If I see the negativity in you, automatically you will behave negatively with me. That's the law. Because there I am putting all my attention and that will go. If I'm just ignoring everything else but only focusing on the divine virtues that you have, then you will be always behaving in the same manner. That's what actually is.
Yeah.
It's really nice. Yeah. So great. Let's continue from here tomorrow. We are done for the day.
Yeah,
If anyone wants to have a parting message, then please, sir. Otherwise, we are good for the day. Okay, great. Thank you.
All
Almost
right.
time.
Thank you.
Thank
Vikas.
you. Have a nice
Thank
day.
you.
Thank you, Nalini
Bye.
ji. Yeah,
Yeah.
you too. Bye. God bless.
God bless
Thank
all.
you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Vikashji.
Thank you. Tomorrow, let's meet.